Alrighty, what's going on, guys? So I figured I'd put together like a little workflow and then like kind of build some stuff from start to finish so you can get an idea of how things work. But yeah, you can actually use these ideas and principles and setup for your business. Well, I'm talking to DJs, mostly get the kitty cats in the background. But if I go ahead and go to work at Go High Level, I went through and just created a funnel page using the AI automation. So basically, you click a button and you tell it a few things, and there's a video posted, earlier on the YouTube channel where you can go ahead and check that out. And basically, if you don't know what a funnel looks like, this is the inner workings of a funnel. So if I go here to edit, it's kind of already made a few things for me, and I was working on something else, so I didn't realize it was recording. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a few things to do with the page. So basically, this is what it's going to make for you in the beginning. So what I'm going to do over here is go ahead and remove all these, different steps inside the home row, and you can add those later if you want. But basically, a funnel page is just something that you want one direction to go, right? There's only one direction. So basically, you're just going to click either this button or this button after I've shown you a few things, for you to get the free magnet. Now, if you're a wedding DJ company, maybe a free magnet is a PDF for the top 10 questions to ask your venue or the top 10 questions to ask your DJ, just to show that you're the expert in your field and that, you're just looking out for the best interest of whoever your lead is, whether they go with your service or not. And that's why pretty much it's considered a lead magnet. Basically, I want their email or information, right? So in order to get that, I'm going to give them something in return that's beneficial. So what I've created was, for this particular tutorial, is a document, Google document, to we got 5 things on here that it's titled 5 Proven Ways to Book More DJ Gigs Without Spending a Dime. So I'll make another video on that altogether. So the next video will be explaining how I set up the funnel and everything. A funnel page is just one direction, right? You only want them to go down the line. So again, my screen wasn't shared, but if it's all hosted on here. So if I go to the right, I click on here and then scroll to wherever that image is hosted. And if I wanted to change that image, I would just need to find out where that URL is and then scroll all the way down to the bottom. Logo's already here. Select, insert, and then if I didn't like that size, let's make it 175. So now it's a little smaller. If you want to change that, you just add a column over here, add your image. There we go. And then change the image to your logo, whatever that is. Over here, select, insert, and now we have that. Way too big, right? And then we would make that, what is it, 175 I did. Perfect. And if you want to make it bigger, let's do 200. And then now we have this part over here that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we can just hide it, right? So we would just go over here, hit the pages down, header, hide, boom. And then if I wanted to change this color, we'll do something simple. Everything's kind of orange. Oops. Right now it's clear, but if we want to change it to orange, maybe too much black. There we go. Boom, black. All right. So, and then over here, we have our call to action. And we got some images. So I'm going to go over here to Grok and say, can you give me a quick title of what to put on my funnel page for people that are getting the free lead magnet called 5 Proven Ways to Book More Gigs Without Spending a Dime?
Get your free 5 Proven Ways to Book More Gigs Without Spending a Dime checklist now.
Boom. So I got that. Put that over here. And then I'll go back to Gronk and be like, can you give me a subtitle and a brief description for the funnel page?
Unlock Scott King's no-cost strategies to scale your DJ business in 2025. Brief description. Hi, I'm Scott King. I scaled my DJ business to over 220 events and 370K in sales over 5 years, all without ads. Grab my free checklist, 5 Proven Ways to Book More Gigs Without Spending a Dime, for expert tips and exclusive platforms to boost your bookings. Enter your email to get it now and learn how to automate your success with a free 30-day Go High Level trial. How to use. Add the subtitle under the funnel page title.
There you go. Now she's telling me how to do it. All right, so basically I just need this little piece right here, and I'll copy all the way up to here. Don't exactly, well, I can leave the link in there if I want it, but we're going to put that here. Or actually, since I put it here, we'll put that here, right? And then over here, unlock your brand's full potential, Coach Scott King, where innovative strategy meets creative execution to drive tangible results. Let's elevate your business today. All right, perfect. So we've got the Coach Scott King. Remember, funnel page, we only want it to go one direction. So we have a button here, right? What are we going to do with that button? Click to get free guide. Boom. Exclamation point. And then discover how we elevate your brand success, and then I'm just going to copy and paste the words over here and put it on this pill button. Boom. And then over here, I mean, you could keep this stuff. Now, these testimonials aren't real, and that's up to you if you want to keep them or whatever, but I'm just going to go ahead and hide those. So we just click this button and it hides those. And then frequently asked questions. I mean, we're going to leave those hidden as well until more stuff is built out. And then we have this section right here, which you can keep it if you want, but all that stuff is kind of like already built so that if you wanted to, go back and change the content in it. So if I click here, we're going to go ahead and hide that as well. And then as you notice in the footer, all the information of the company is located because it's already inputted inside of GoHighLevel. So these are, tags, we'll call them, or they're ways to go back and refer to the information you have as a master account, and then it'll just input it. So let's say you change your address or change your email. You won't have to change it on all the different websites that you have. You can just, change it in where your company information is stored, and it'll just update without having to go into every single website that you built and then re-input the information. I don't really have a Twitter, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that, but my Instagram and Facebook is there, and I'll double check and make sure the information is current, but the icon's there. Oops, just type it in. Facebook, boom. See, Facebook, and I don't have a Twitter. Delete, and we could duplicate that, and then let's say we wanted Instagram. Well, it's linking to a website, so I would have to go back and put the information in Instagram. Boom. And then whatever social media that you have. So if I did that real quick, Facebook. Well, actually, I'll drive you to my group inside of Facebook. So that could be my Facebook, and then we want that to go to a website, and then Instagram. So you can see more information, and Instagram. We want to open up to a website. Website's right there. And then we'll do one more for my YouTube channel. So you go to the icons, type in YouTube, view your channel.
Not only was I able
to... you're going to have the @ sign. Of course you have to have the @ sign. Got it. And then you want it to go to a certain page. So there you go. Sweet. All right. So also, I went through and asked Grok to make all the SEO. So all that's there. So update. Boom. All right. So what do we have? What are the benefits? Boom. We need benefits. So let's just add a section real quick. So there's that, and then we'll say to benefits, title, headline. Oh, yeah, another headline. Headline. And then we'll do body, text, or Paragraph? Yeah, paragraph. I know what to type sometimes. Paragraph, and then we'll duplicate this and then do one more. Perfect. So I'll go back to Grok. Hey Grok, can you give me 2 titles and then brief descriptions of benefits underneath those?
Here are 2 SEO optimized titles for your GoHawk funnel page, each promoting your free lead magnet. 5 proven ways to book more gigs without spending a dime, to attract DJs and drive leads to CoachScottKing.com or KeithlandBusinessSolutions.com, while incorporating your GoHawk Lead 30-day free trial affiliate link. HTTPS tried help www.GoHighLevel.com High-Level Bootcamp /50/55. Each title comes with 3 concise benefit descriptions to highlight the value of the checklist and encourage email signups, tailored for your DJ-focused YouTube video audience. Title 1, Free DJ Lead Gen Checklist. Book more gigs without ads in 2025. Benefits. Proven no-cost strategies. Use Scott King's exact methods, scale to $370K in sales over 5 years, to book more DJ gigs without spending on ads. Exclusive bonus tips. Get platforms and tactics not shared on YouTube to land more clients fast. Avoid paying for Adobe for now, and build a business with GoHighLevel free training, Marketing 50 Official, and unbranded POV and style. Discover how to save time with a free 30-day GoHighLevel trial and live bootcamp. Title 2, grab your free DJ checklist, 5 ways to land gigs without a budget. Benefits. 337K success blueprint. Learn Scott's strategies from scaling his DJ business to 220 plus gigs with 0 ad spend. Title 3, free DJ lead gen checklist. Benefits from all the no-cost strategies, unique tools and platforms. Unlock secret referral platforms exclusive to this checklist for instant leads. Boost bookings fast. Try GoHighLevel's automation free for 30 days to close more gigs effortlessly. How to use. Choose one title for your GA.
Well, there you go. Content right there is already created. Let's say you wanted an image in the background instead of whatever that color was, right? And you can also use hosted levels. So if I was like going to do backgrounds, I could just do money. See if it gives me that. Now let's use Unsplash. Boom. Or hundreds. Copy, insert. Wow. There you go. Can't read anything. We wanted to change the color of the text. We'll just go over here. Oh, we can do this too. Boom. And then change the color to white. Now you can read it. But we can change that to, there you go. Let's change this to that. So you can still see the money. And then we go over here, do the same thing, white. And I don't want it see-through. I want to be able to, there you go, boom. And then we can also, like, if you didn't like that, right, where were you? Unsplash, green. I'm back. Unsplash is way better. Green or money. Yeah, that'll probably make more sense. Boom. And then we go back over here. Go back over here. So we can read what the heck is going on. Boom. So now, what do we got here? Oh, you know what? Since we're doing party, let's just pick another image. Background. Something like that. Insert. Boom. And then we could go back and, I don't know. Anyway, formatting's up to you. Whatever you want to do. But you can see we got a DJ setup over there. We got people partying. You discover. Oh, here's what I'll do. I'll select this image so that you can see that I've had growth. So you can scroll up and see, you know, that my plan works, and we've got these, you know, titles and such. And then if this was too close, I could add some padding, right? So 33, right? and then go back over here. What was it, 33? Boom. Enter, or click off. Boom, and then there you go. And then it all depends if you like that color text or whatever. But basically, that's all proving what you're doing the whole way through. So now that we have that, and we have who we are. So this is basically how you would set the funnel up. But if you were, so if you were a DJ company, you would have something like, oh, get my free guide to, married couples or engaged couples wouldn't know to ask when they're talking to another vendor or when they're talking to a photographer. Like I called up a photographer and said, what are the 10 things that like somebody should ask a photographer when they're sitting down with them? And then I made it into a PDF. So these are different things that you could do when, meeting up with people, or even, with the video that I'm going to create with this is like free advertising. Right? Like you're going to go to other vendors and say, hey, can I team up with you? What can I do to, swing business your way, vice versa type thing. So again, that'll be in the video that covers this. And I'll be like, do you want my free, lead magnet so that we can collect information from you guys and then send you, more information. The GoHighLevel will do text messaging, and it'll also do, email marketing as long as social posting scheduler, right? So now that we have, like a funnel page kind of built, and then if you wanted to, rearrange this kind of stuff, you could do that. But I'm just going to keep it like this. In fact, if I wanted to make different backgrounds and stuff, I tinker around with, this all the time. I don't really consider myself like a graphic editor, but I do like playing around with the aesthetics. So right here, I could do, get your what we're going to do right here, we're going to have this button say something, and then the other button will say something, but they're both going to be like a pop-up. So get your free guide here. So what we're going to do is add a pop-up. So we're going to save this, and then we're going to go back, right? So now that we have this, we're going to go to Forms and create a builder. Perfect. Add form from scratch. Perfect. So basically, we don't need a last name. We're just going to say first name and make it required, right? And then I don't care too much about last name, but we need phone and email. And then, of course, our privacy policies over here. So we have name, phone number, email. And then we're going to call this 5 proven ways. 5 proven free ways to get gigs. All right, perfect. So now that we have that, go back to funnels. Jeez. Go back to funnels and do, or 5 proven ways. There you go, 5 proven ways. And what we're going to do is go back to the main page now that we've already created our opt-in form, and then we're going to go to pop-up settings and then create pop-up form or delete. It's already there. All right, yay. Form. And then we're also going to add it, 5 proven ways to get gigs. So there's your form. Perfect. And then we want a title. Header, headline, whatever. Get your free guide now. Boom. And there you go. So basically, we have our opt-in form now. So basically, when we go to these buttons, right, what do we want it to do? We want it to open the pop-up, and then we'll save it and make sure it's opening up the right pop-up. Save. You always want to save your SEO when you're doing it too. So we got that, and then is there another button over here? We'll just check it. Open pop-up, and then over here, make sure they're both opening your pop-up. Open pop-up, pop-up. Perfect. So now we would just want to kind of test the site. So now that we have, different things to look at, someone get your free form. Unable to find form, so didn't work. We got to go back over here. Try the second pop-up. And then go back over here. Pop up. Save. Or maybe try it again. Aha! Get your free form now. It was just on the wrong pop-up. So when they fill all that stuff out, we're doing good. All right. That's the old page. All right. So we're like halfway there, right? We've got a funnel. We got the benefits. We got proof we know what we're talking about. So with all that said, now we just got to create a quick workflow, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to automation. We're going to create a new workflow, start from scratch. Trigger is add trigger, form submitted. So we got form submitted. Free guide. Add filters. Form is 5 proven ways to get gigs. And then save. What we're going to do is instantly tag. Boom. Create tag. We're going to... Oh, do I have to create a new tag? 5 proven free ways. All right. Add new tag. Boom. So tag will be added. Save action. And this will be 5 proven free ways to get gigs. Sweet. All right. So we tagged the person. And then we're going to send an email. Email. Here is the free PDF. Sweet. From Coach Scott King. And then I have Scott at email dot Coach Scott King marketing. Perfect. Subject line. Here is your free PDF. And then I'm going to go back to Grok. Well, hold on. Let's get that free PDF first. We're going to go ahead and share. So we're going to get a copy link. Anyone with a link. Viewer. All right. So anybody that signs up for this funnel will be able to get linked to this PDF. So basically, I'm going to ask, well, we're going to ask Grok. So Grok, here we go. I got a link to share with you, and I want you to create a quick little email that says, hey, thanks for signing up for the PDF, and here's the link as promised.
Subject: here's your free DJ lead gen checklist. Body: hi, thanks for signing up. Here's the link to download your free 5 proven ways to book more DJ gigs without spending a dime checklist. https docs google.com.jns docs google.com.ns http val/you'll/.tc-val/w350000777000. These strategies help me scale my DJ business to $370K in sales. Want to automate these tips? Get a free 30-day GoHighLevel trial and join a live bootcamp. https://google.com/highlevel bootcamp FPREF CSK. Book a quick call at CoachScottKing.com to level up your DJ biz. Best, Scott King.
Marvelous. So now that we have that, we can add that to our email sequence so that when you guys fill that out, you'll get this email, and then we're all well and good. You guys been tagged. You guys will be tagged, and then you'll have the check out the Go High Level 30-day trial and the signature. Simple. Marvelous. So with all that, we're going to go ahead and save that action. So it's just one email, right? Didn't take too long, and we'll go ahead and publish it. So the next thing, right? You have to be able to post it online, right? So right now it's just living in Go High Level world, but we want to make sure that we could put it online, right? So basically, you go to domains. All right, well, you just go in. You want to connect a funnel. Create a new one. 5 ways. Coach Scott King is marketing. Continue. It's because everything with this website is done within Go High Level. The other one has an outside hosting. So basically, since Go High Level owns all the stuff within the system, it'll be able to recreate it for you without manually adding in the DSN records to wherever your website's being hosted. So since it's all within Go High Level, it'll be really easy to connect or have everything transferred within Go High Level rather than using other services like Cloudflare to have everything connect. So 5 proven ways to book more gigs. We're going to make it a funnel, and then we're going to process that. So basically, if I was to copy this now, it'll show up, and then you'll get the free lead magnet. Unlock Scott King's #1 cost strategies to scale your DJ business in 2025. Brief description. Unlock your brand's full potential. And then you click on this, it'll fire off the automation. So this is just a way to keep up with people. And then, of course, you know, within Go High Level, once they fill that out, it triggers off the workflow automation that we made, and then they get the download, and then now you have information inside your system to either send them text or keep sending them emails. And it's always good to go back and refresh your classes so that you can be more smooth with it. But basically, that's how it works. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.